ladies and man, watch out. How y'all doing? This is the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J. I call it J. Apologetic J. Home of the Twin Desert Eagles with Mark 2.5. Twice the nights, half the time. We got a special guest. We got a special guest. What we doing? What happened? Something happened with my thing. I don't know. Oh, I think I went past. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But anyway, we're here on the Real World J podcast show. And we're here. We live with special guests. What's your name, partner?
Shit, man. They call me Elliot, man. Everybody call me Edo.
Everybody, we got a special guest E on the Real World J podcast show. I'm your host, Full Circle J. How y'all doing? And we're live on all major platforms. All major platforms. We're on YouTube Live right now. 1, 2, 3, boom. How y'all doing? And this is an episode called Man, Watch Out. Man, watch out. And then so, we get the vibe of the show going, like I started out with a vibe with the show. I call it walk-in music. So walk-in music for the people who coming in, so they can get a vibe of the show. And this is what we do, Real World J podcast show. Let's go.
Is DJ Easy Dick, and this is the golden shower hour early in the morning. Wake your goat mouth ass up. This is 187.4 FM on your dial, and we flipping it just like this for all you motherfucking real G's out there, huh? Come with the real shit. 187.4 FM on your dial.
To the tick tock, you don't stop.
We vibe.
To the beat, you don't stop. Check it out, baby, Bubba in the place to be. My name is Snoop, the one they wanna see. So blaze up the bud and break out the champagne. Cause we rollin' in the fast lane, trying to find the right lane. Doing it just like players, laying down laws. Governors, mayors, pay us to stay up on top of things. It's something about being in that dogtown gang that makes me wanna have some type of hustling life. If being wrong is broke, I can't be right. Despite all the madness you hear nowadays, stealing rhymes and super duper things to get you paid. But you played yourself, cause you can't play me. I see through you, but you can't see me.
Watching you, be watching.
Smoke. Like the motion of water.
Watching you, be watching. So smooth, so smooth. Long reaches
Now I'm a bona fide microphone technician with styles. I came to storm on these MCs like electrical clouds. Pay me now, a born killer like Mickey Mouse. Down the tripping empty clips and permanently exile the oppositions. Competition discreet and dismantle. Light them up like candlestick with the instinctive of vandal. Vandalize, I reprimand MCs to freeze. Movement guarantees the temperatures decrease degrees. Frozen stiff, cause what I'm holding lifts the soul. This mental automatic weapon keeps me in control. Never fold, I score like water in order to let these MCs know I slaughter. So time's getting shorter, it sorta limits you. But to me the sky's the limit you. No, I diminish you, to dust takes sinister. Bust one rhyme that's like a voodoo hex. Connect complex styles to my vast high-tech flex. Cause when there's an MC like me who's in there like swimwear, don't despite me cause all the hoes like me mashing the Nikes. I done seen niggas on TV, this nigga deals. Now I got one question, nigga, how does it feel? Check your game, but I ain't even saying no names. Proclaim lyricists, listeners for fortune and fame. Did I do something to you?
Did it serve your whole banner?
But you don't really know me. That motherfucker nigga from the DPG. The KURUPT, I'm too smooth. Motherfucker.
watching you, be watching. So smooth. Dogtown is on.
They make me want to Daz make me want to do this. We got the shit. Yeah, Real World J podcast show. I know that's right. We are the podcast that's socking it to you. But yeah, we're talking about top 10 things that man, watch out, you know what I'm saying? Watch out, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the savages, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the demons, you know what I'm saying? Watch out, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the watch out for the house burners, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the basically watch out for the, you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the arsonists. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that we're talking about. It's like, man, it's like top 10 sign things you can basically you can tell, you know what I'm saying, if a person that you with is not who you're supposed to be with. At the end of the day, if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. That's the quote of the day for the Real World J podcast show. Let's go. So, you know, with that being said, for me, if COVID that taught you anything, right, and COVID didn't taught you anything, right, you know what I'm saying? You don't worry about that. Ain't nothing coming up. Huh? Oh.
Do we set the PlayStation alarm? Do we set the PlayStation alarm?
Not tonight.
Okay, we want to give it back?
Go give me that garage door opening on the table.
We good. This is the Real World J podcast show. This is it wouldn't be real in the it wouldn't be real if it wasn't real. Shout out to the 4 listeners listening on Wills, and shout out to Terry, shout out to Doobie. I listened to you earlier. Shout out to Mojo. I heard both y'all. You was on Mojo, was on Doobie podcast, and I heard y'all go back and forth. So that was pretty cool. So like I said, I'm listening to people, so I'm showing love. People show love back to me. Every time I'm on here, y'all on here, so I really appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, you know what I'm saying, positive energy, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you do good, then, you know what I'm saying, good will follow you, you know what I'm saying? I understand, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, I understand the obstacles that's in the road, but at the end of the day, if you focus on the goal and less on the obstacles, you know what I'm saying, then you would, you know what I'm saying, your path would, you know what I'm saying, your journey and your path would be easier, you know what I mean?
Enjoy the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it, man. Kind of enjoy the journey. People think the destination is the prize.
Mm-hmm.
When in reality, it's actually the journey.
Mm-hmm.
The people you meet, the things you see, the things you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Be more appreciative of those things.
Right, that part. That part. Because it's, you know, it's easy to, man, you know what? It's so easy to be, it's so easy to be ungrateful to the people that you love and the people you care about. Because it is, you know, it's easy to do, but it takes some, but I like the self-control in it. Because I'm self-control, because I would never take advantage of someone I love or somebody I care about or somebody I hold dear. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a special type of place, and plus I have so much of that. Then that's not my character.
People, the thing about that is when you feel that way, we tend to think that most people gonna feel like us. We tend to think people gonna feel like us because we feel a certain way. Just because you feel like, you know what, I wouldn't do my loved one that way.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that hurts us is when they do us that way.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And we know that, hey,
Right.
I wouldn't dare do that
I wouldn't dare do that.
to that person.
Right.
So that's what bothers us the most. It's not even the act. It's the fact that the act was done by somebody they know you wouldn't do them like that.
Exactly.
And
It's actually the person.
Mhm. And I believe you let that ride. You forgive, But like I told you, forgiveness don't mean association.
Yeah.
You know, you
Because that means forgive me. Because for me, forgiveness means boundaries.
It don't mean you're gonna be on this side of the boundary.
Exactly. But
You know what I'm saying?
boundaries.
But I honestly forgive you.
Yeah, of course.
You know, I honestly forgive you.
I don't forgive you because I got to do that because I got to heal.
And
I'm
I
not.
really hope you change
Yeah, I'll be changed for the best.
for the best. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I really hope you change. It would bring me great joy to hear, oh man, you know, such doing good. I'm like, you know what, that's what's up. Even though they wronged me, I'm still not gonna wish no bad upon you. You know, everybody go through something. In this life, you gotta learn that, man, you ain't the only one going through something. But that I say, we forgive. Don't mean I gotta associate with you. And then them people start looking at you crazy, like, oh, well, you ain't truly forgave me.
Right.
If you don't want to fuck with me.
Like,
Like,
that's
no,
not how that works.
Yeah, that ain't how that works.
Like I set the parameters,
Yeah.
the parameters and the boundaries. I set the rules, and so you gonna
you
can
took
play
yourself out the circle.
Exactly. You create this boundary, and then you gonna tell me how to control it. Make it make sense.
For real. You made the battle, then you're going to tell me how
Yeah.
to, you right. Then tell me how to control it. Yeah, you right. Yeah. No, you can't do that.
You forced me to create this boundary,
Yeah,
and then you gonna tell me how to control it. Nah,
control it,
nigga, it's
nah.
all mine. It's all me, nigga. If you don't want to be, nigga, don't look at the boundary. Nigga, go the other way.
But it's hard to understand for some people to be like, how do you forgive but not mess with that person? It sounds like an oxymoron to some people.
Now, how?
You know,
It's separated.
It's selfish to feel like I am so worthy of the forgiveness. Plus, I'm worthy of the forgiveness and the forgetfulness. Because I want you to forgive me and forget what I did to you.
'Cause- right,
Now that's selfish.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you want me to actually forget it too.
yeah.
Because if I let you back in, you're asking me to forget it.
You're gonna do the same
You're going to
thing.
do the same thing. So no.
And so, why am I okay? If this story been going on for if this on season 6, right? And season 6 been the same. Every season it ends the same. The season premiere ends the same. Why the fuck I'm gonna sign up for season 7? Shame on me for going through season 6. I should have cut it off after season 2 once I realized you know what I'm saying? The ignorant pattern. Shame on you, you know what I'm saying? Shame on me, then after that, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? After that, if I let it go for 4 more seasons, you know what I'm saying? You can't blame nobody. Can't blame nobody for that vicious cycle because you said it's okay. And you know what I'm saying? And you said it's okay and it's in your world.
The second shame is always on you.
Mm-hmm. How's that?
You know what I'm saying?
Like, okay,
Because
like-
the first one is
like-
shame on you
Yeah.
for doing me
Doing
like
me
that.
like that.
But then when you do it
Do it
again,
again.
it's shame
Shame
on
on
me.
me.
You know
If
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
it's okay.
If I say it's okay, I'm allowing
I'm allowing
the
it.
abuse.
Once you allowing it,
I'm
it's-
allowing the disrespect.
The power turns off of him and turns on you.
No.
Because you know, because once you allow something, why would they stop?
Mm-hmm.
If you say it's okay,
You know, that's old school saying.
Yeah.
You know, them old schools always say, you know, you answer to what people, people will call you what you answer to, and, you know, and people will treat you the way you let them treat you.
mm-hmm.
That's just, people will get, it's sad. We know how life is supposed to be. It troubles us because we don't act the way it's supposed to be. But
Yeah.
you have to be vigilant and see things. You got to see game, and you got to see different things coming at you that, it's not for you.
Because sometimes, but also though, look at it from this perspective too. And then you may not. But I'm just saying. Okay, even if I was like, I'm 40 now, but even if I was 25, if somebody was like 25 or like 23, whatever it may be, and I'll be like, damn, why didn't you see that? And we're quick to say that, but also, then again, our experience.
How smart were you at 25?
I would have, but I'm saying, but even at 25, if somebody going through something, and you be like, damn, why you didn't see that? You know what I'm saying? Because nobody, they probably ain't experienced what you went through to see that.
Or people forget when they was 25. You see a 25-year-old, and you want a 25-year-old to be able to unlock the key of fucking life, to know it all. No, it's gonna be all.
Man.
I didn't know it all at 25.
I didn't want to know nothing. I just wanted to know
I was
what.
still having fun
I
at
wanted.
25.
I wanted
you know what I'm
25. I wanted to know what I wanted to know, and that was it.
saying? Man, at 25.
I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I wanted to know what I wanted to know, and that's it. I wanted to I was good in my world, in my playground.
But there's a lot that could be done in 25 years.
Yeah.
Some 25-year-olds, there's always an exception to the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Some 25-year-olds get it fast, but most 25-year-olds, you have to go through some things. I got one. I got a 25-year-old.
Right, because they're not listening. They still think
they
just go through it.
Yeah,
because some people listen in two ways. Because I feel like it's two ways to learn by listening and going through it. I think it's on two ways.
And I was the one that had to go through it.
I didn't
listen.
And people, I was and not people. I'm just saying, but like individuals, I was like, I don't understand. Like they told you, don't go down that street. That's where the knives are, and that's where the killer's at. And he's like, but I'm just like, but you see the sunshine on the right. But you like saying, but you know what? But you
curious.
like,
I was curious of the.
I'm like, no, I'm curious what's on the sun. I'm curious what's the end of the sunshine. I'm curious what's the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, I was.
See, you curious about what's.
I'm curious about them guns.
Guns and stuff.
And
Nah,
knives and stuff. See,
I'm
that
curious about the sunshine, and what's, you know what I'm saying, and what's gonna happen when I'm walking through it. That's what I was excited. I was excited about.
That's why
now
I salute those who are that young and have that mindset.
Cause I went to college.
Yeah,
I you know what I'm saying. Like I, you know, I you know what I'm saying. Like I went. I had a full time. I worked full time at the same time. You know what I'm saying.
24-year-old and 23-year-old that are way more advanced and way more secure than I was at their age.
Wow.
Facts.
Wow.
Facts. I got a 24-year-old that's finna graduate college and a 23-year-old that he graduate next year too, and been to the Army, then done his 4 years in the Army, getting good Army money.
Yeah.
Boy, at 23, Army paying for him to go to college.
That's what they do.
You know what I'm talking about? I said, hey man, I wasn't that wise at 23. I was out there trying to grab me something. you know.
Right.
You know, those who listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. I wasn't that man. Hell, I got a nephew that had an apartment, a car, and a good job at the airport at 23, and had his son, full custody of his son. I wasn't that equipped.
What you mean you wasn't that equipped?
Because I was still partying. I wasn't that. That sounded like a lot of work to me at that age. That's why I say for that age, we put a lot of pressure on
at 23,
at 23, 25.
Everything that you said I had at 23.
See, I commend you. I salute guys that had that already.
Because I wanted to, because I thought girls wanted all of that. And so I'm thinking like, so if the girls wanted all that, it was a different type. It was a different type of level, type of women. In my mindset,
I was fun. When I realized that all I was cheap thrills and fun. When you get older, you break it down by then. It is comical.
Yeah,
Make you laugh.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm laughing with you now.
You still enjoy the times, you know. You enjoy the times, but when you get older, I'm 44.
You like,
and you like, damn,
kind of wasted.
I was shits and giggles, nigga.
How much time you think you wasted in your lifetime?
Wasted?
Yeah. Like, if you're being truthful.
If I'm being truthful.
If you're being truthful.
20 years.
20 years? If you're being truthful, half your life.
I wasted half my life bullshitting. Over half, really. You just really want to, well, yeah, about half. Because my ex-wife made me get it together around about 24, 25. But if it had not been for her, nigga, I was a wild horse. It couldn't be tamed.
Like, okay, for the listeners out there, and like, especially for, you know what I'm saying, especially for women, because we have a lot, you know what I'm saying, we just have a lot of just people, you know what I'm saying, listen, women, okay, what, and in your I guess want to say in your prime, but kind of like in your in your kind of like crappy because you're involved. You're different. You're a different man now, so you can see it different now. And so I'm gonna ask like, what was your fuck boyish moment like years or like who was you?
So you gotta understand, I was.
It makes sense.
My mama kicked me and my older brother out. I was 15.
Yeah,
He was 17.
yeah. I like the story. I like the story. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
I became a womanizer by necessity in my head. You know,
What that mean?
'cause
I know what it mean, but what knows what? Because it's someone out there like what they mean.
in my head,
And this is what we do.
It justified what I was doing because I felt like I had no other choice. I
Yeah,
needed a roof over my head. I needed
it made your wrongs right.
made it right.
It made your wrongs
In my
right
head,
in
when I
your
say in
head.
my head.
That was the motivation.
To keep doing it.
Just keep doing it.
You need this. And
Yeah.
that's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle. That's a horrible cycle.
And I was 31 years old and I realized that ain't how I wanted to live no more.
Damn.
I'm 44, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Like, man.
Real talk.
Then lost a lot
Mm-hmm.
due to my own understanding
Mm-hmm.
of things,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But, man, I'm macking women, man. I was a womanizing motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie. It wasn't no woman safe with me. I ain't bullshit. I was grabbing wrists, speaking to every little thing I saw, man. Shit. In my day, I used things that they would say that I had to my advantage. I would always get compliments about, oh, you got pretty eyes. Oh, you like, okay, girls like my eyes. Okay. Oh, you got good hair.
Building block.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's building the God complex.
Yeah, building my boy. You said it.
Building the God complex.
Build it up.
I talked about that yesterday on podcast God complex. God complex.
Where it got to the point where I wouldn't even say thank you no more.
Right, because
When a woman would say, "You got some pretty eyes," I'd be like, "I know."
shout out to Kenny, shout out to Mercy Ann, I love you. Shout out to Topics Max, shout out to Misunderstood, shout out to Voice Terror, shout out to Hakeem, shout out to Roy, shout out to Franklin, shout out to Michael E, shout out to Terry, shout out to Mojo, shout out to Doobie, listening on the Real World J podcast show.
Man,
Live.
man, that's
And
what's
we
up,
live.
Man. I love it, man. I love it, man. This is Black Power, man. And don't get me wrong, Black Power don't mean exclusion from others. But I love to see a brother doing this thing, man. He doing this thing. I'm just shout out to Jay right here, man.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying,
it,
man.
man.
It's just shouts out, man. We gonna get some shouts out.
I really appreciate that.
We keeping it real, man, around here, man.
For real though.
You know,
Yeah.
everything fall full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we was talking about the God complex the other day. It links into the one I was listening to with the sociopaths and this.
Would you okay? Honest opinion, no sense to crowd here. What did you think about that episode? Well, how long did you listen to? How long did you listen to it? And what did you think about it?
Now I won't lie, I caught the first 10 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't finished it, but
Okay, what do you think the first 10 minutes of it?
but the one point I did get stuck on, I heard you make a point on the sociopaths. One of the signs was lack of empathy for others and their feelings and emotions and stuff like that, which is true. You know, it's a difference between sympathy and empathy.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
when you have that sociopathic mentality, it is sort of a narcissistic
Mm-hmm.
way of thinking at
Yeah.
the same time, because it leads all back to self.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing matters but self.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a wicked and shallow and dark and gloomy life
Yes, it is.
to live.
Uh-huh. Very controlling life.
Because you think you win it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think it's all about me.
You turn everything down.
And
You don't see it.
And most people, most narcissistic people and most sociopaths, a lot of them don't realize how fucked up they were until it's time to go into their next life.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want to make amends.
Mhm.
Now you want to understand what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
No, the understanding comes while you live. not while you dying.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Because I know some people will be like, they'll never say anything. And, you know what I'm saying? Or they'll never, you know, they'll start talking. I guess he's talking about how people start, you know what I'm saying, start saying their prayers and stuff like that. And start talking to people who they never talked to in 50 years. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talked to in 50 years, and then they start talking to them the truth on their dying bed. So then, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense. Because people do that. Then on your dying bed, then you want to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to see my son. You didn't never see your son until he was born. Like, that's crazy as hell. When people do that. And that's selfish. He had so much. He got so much effort when you didn't have no effort when you was healthy, but when you die, you got so much effort. You got so much energy to find them. Like, I wouldn't even like. I don't know. You know me. I mean, I know me in real world. Say podcast show. I wouldn't even. I don't even think. I don't know. I won't even go. But we're gonna ride out. Cause I gotta go work early in the morning time. So I'm gonna ride out. Thank y'all for listening. Real World J Podcast Show. We out.